got some news hot off the presses. This station has received reports that the two lighthouse keepers from Oxford Point Island Lighthouse have vanished. The lighthouse keepers work...
You have one unheard message.
Two more lighthouse keepers headed
First
out to the
unheard
small island to
message.
relieve them. Upon their arrival, they could not find...
Hi, baby. I'm stuck at the gate and they won't let me through. When you get back home, can you look for my ticket? I must have left it behind. Have a good look around and let me know. Love you. See you soon.
End of message. To delete this message, press...
Anywhere. It looks like they were halfway through dinner when something interrupted them. There were no signs of a struggle, and all their belongings were still there, including a journal kept by one of them. The journal states several times that the island was talking to them. The most common theory is that the men have suffered from cabin fever and were perhaps accidentally washed out to sea. Other cases like this have been reported on in the past, but have never been fully resolved. A full investigation has begun into this bizarre case. We'll update you as the story progresses. Listen up. We've got some news hot off the presses. This station has received reports that the two lighthouse keepers from Oxford Point Island Lighthouse have vanished. The lighthouse keepers work in 3-month shifts. On the shift change, 2 more lighthouse keepers headed out to the small island to relieve them. Upon their arrival, they could not find the men anywhere. It looks like they were halfway through dinner when something interrupted them. There were no signs of a struggle, and all their belongings were still there, including a journal kept by one of them. The journal states several times that the island was talking to them. The most common theory is that the men have suffered from cabin fever and were perhaps accidentally washed out to sea. Other cases like this have been reported on in the past, but have never been fully resolved. A full investigation has begun into this bizarre case. We'll update you as the story progresses.
Look how clever our little girl is. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but she can already draw better than I can. She takes after her daddy. That's a big box. What is it? Wow, nice wrapping skills. Oh my god, a puppy. I can't believe you did this. I love her. I'm gonna call you Sally. Okay. Now it's time for your gift.
Public access.
Welcome back to Cooking with Massimo. Have you ever come home from work and found yourself stuck to what to have for dinner? Today, I've been asked to cook with ingredients you find around the house. No pancetta, okay? Let's see what we have here. We have mince meat. We have tomato sauce. We have mushrooms. We got the bread too. And a packet of pre-made pasta. Well, that's exciting. Oh, look here. Almost forgot the garlic. Okay.
I got you a present. Behind the Black Veil 7. Just don't expect me to watch it with you. I know you love this horror stuff, but it gives me nightmares. Ghosts? Yuck. Can you believe it, Gary? It's not just the two of us anymore. Our family's growing. That 12-hour labor totally worth it. Little Maggie. Love at first sight does exist, and this is the second time I've experienced it. I'm so happy, honey. You're my heart and soul. Love, Sarah.
Friday, June 4th, 4:15 p.m.
It's Mike here. I got a message earlier asking about changing the code to your security door. All you need to do is enter the code, follow the steps I told you on the day I installed it. I wrote the code on the back of my business card. If you have any problems, call me during business hours and I'll be happy to walk you through it. Thanks. It's Mike.
Do you, Sarah Angel Eddage, take Gary Ryan Powell to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do. Oh my God, baby, it's perfect. Yes. Yes, I will. I love you, Gary. Don't be afraid. I'm only going out for 2 hours. If Maggie can't sleep, just read her this book. It works every time. I'll be home before you know it. Dinner's in the oven. Love you. What's with the mask? I'm stuck at the gate and they won't let me through. It's not just the two of us anymore. See you soon.
Listen up. We've got some news hot off the presses. Tragedy has struck Pleasant Falls. A woman was found murdered in her home. She was brutally stabbed over 10 times. The victim's name was Sarah Powell. Sarah managed to make a call to 911 before she succumbed to her injuries. The primary suspect of this brutal murder is believed to be her husband, Gary Pout. He was found deceased only mere blocks away, slumped over the steering wheel of his car after a fatal collision with a tree. The murder weapon was found in the car with him, leading investigators to speculate that he crashed his car while fleeing the scene of the crime. The couple had a daughter believed to be 9, but police have been unsuccessful in tracking her down. If anyone knows the location, please contact Pleasant Falls PD immediately. It is also believed that Sarah is a victim to domestic abuse. If you or someone you know is suffering from domestic abuse, get help before it's too late.
June 6, 1999. My hands are shaking as I write this. Maggie's gone. Michael's gone. And Gary's gone too. At least the man I love is. It's just me and the monster living inside Gary. And the beatings are getting worse and I'm running out of excuses. I'm so tired. The lady next door came over yesterday. She must have heard something. She urged me to call the police, but I just can't do it. I love Gary so much. He's never gotten over Michael leaving us. And he blames me. And maybe it is my fault. All he does is drink, locked in that basement day and night reading those weird books. He's so unhinged now. What do I do? I can't abandon him. I know Gary's in there somewhere, and I'll be right here when he surfaces again. Fuck, this is so hard. I have to stay strong for him.
woman was found murdered in her home, stabbed over 10 times. Managed to make a call to 911, had been victim to domestic
me and
abuse.
The monster living in me does is drink.
Maybe it is my fault.
Abandon him. Gary so much. I'm not the one with problems. I just need to numb the pain. It's the only thing I can do to not feel.
A spokesperson from the CADV, or Citizens Against Domestic Violence, had mentioned during a press statement that it's easy to turn a blind eye to domestic violence by explaining away the problem. Often in cases like these, the victim is in love with their assailant. As we all know, love often trumps rational thinking and action. Victims in these cases often need outside intervention, but ultimately, it is up to them to help themselves. Usually, the assailant in these situations will suffer from addiction and sometimes deeper psychological problems. If you or someone you know is involved in a situation like this, please contact our anonymous helpline for guidance. In other news, the annual Orange Plum Festival is in full swing. Make sure you visit Main Street and sample the finest dishes our fine town has to offer.
Who the fuck are you? All you do is drink. You're a monster. Can't live like this anymore.
to turn a blind eye to domestic violence.
All you do is drink. I need you, and I love you more than I can express. I don't understand how this happens. Sometimes he scares me. I just need to numb the pain.
Will suffer from addiction and sometimes deeper psychological problems.
I told you I was sleeping. He was out with Maggie getting ice cream or something. I don't know. I was asleep. Look, my baby boy just died, and I don't know how. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby? I didn't kill my son. Yes, I had postnatal depression, but I'm telling you, I woke to a noise and had a strange feeling something was wrong. And I ran to his room and I found his crib collapsed. And his lifeless body. It blew up on the bush. My baby boy.
Investigation has begun into the tragic death of a 6-month-old baby boy. The father was out with their 6-year-old daughter buying groceries. When they returned home, they found the mother of the child holding the infant in her arms. Authorities have taken the mother in for questioning, but she has since been released. A spokesperson for Pleasant Falls PD told us that the death has been ruled accidental. However, the investigation is ongoing. It's believed that faulty nursery equipment may have failed, causing this tragedy. Inflicare has issued a full recall on all their bassinets in accordance with the ongoing investigation. Our best wishes and condolences go out to the family involved in this tragedy. investigation has begun into the tragic death of a 6-month-old baby boy.
Look, my baby boy just died. I had a strange feeling. What kind of God would kill an innocent baby?
What kind of God would kill an innocent baby? But she has since been released. A spokesperson for Glens Falls PD told us that the death has been...
Little Michael. I'm still not used to the name, but he's starting to grow on me. He's perfect, and he looks just like you.
I'm going
He's
to
got
let
your
you in on
eyes.
a little secret. He's done by a sudden burst of light, but only if they don't see it coming. Throw the switch, bright light. She can't stand it.
March 1985. He's like a changed man out here. At first I wasn't sure this place is creepy, but last night was simply amazing. Maybe this was a great idea. It just needs a woman's touch. March 1985. He really surprised me this weekend. He blindfolded me and whisked me off in the car. When he took the blindfold off, I saw this horrible little rundown cabin in the woods. He'd purchased this place from an estate sale of a deceased hunter or something. He wants to fix it up so we'll have our own little romantic getaway. Maggie's staying with the neighbors for the weekend, so I guess I'll make the most of it.
Dad's a drunk. He drank and drank. The answer lies below. You'd better hurry. She's here.
March 1985. I don't ever want to come back. Last night there were all kinds of strange noises. I could hear whispering. I think maybe some of the locals don't want us here. I heard something in the basement and had to investigate. Oh my god, it's the slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. I appreciate taxidermy as an art form, but this looked like more than that. Between the cabins and the history and the strange noises, it'd be a cold day in hell before I'll set foot in here again. This is how those horror movies start. Look to see the bride before the wedding. Get out of here, you. Wait a minute. Come here, you. Now go. We're gonna be late to the altar.
Deaths. 60% of those were alcohol related.
Slaughterhouse down there with some really weird shit going on. Just needs a woman's touch. It'd be a cold day to change the man out here.
Dear Diary, I haven't spoken to Dad in years. We avoid each other as much as possible. He's always drinking and I'm scared to talk to him. Mom is a mess. She's so weak. I hate them both. I hate it here. I'm a prisoner in my own room. I can't have my friends over. I stay at Bridget's house as much as I can. It's time for a change. I met a boy 2 months ago. His name is Carl, and I think I love him. I told him about everything yesterday. My dead brother, drunk father, and drugged up mother. I thought he'd run for the hills, but he says he wants to save me. He says we should run away, and I think I will. What is my future here? I can't stay. I feel bad leaving my mom, but if she ever grew a spine, she'd have taken me away from here years ago. I have to go.
training paid off, it seems, as she came first in the annual tryout.
Maybe you know who you are. Or do you? Some believe this is their life flashing before their eyes. There's really a moment of clarity, a clear meaning, and understanding that every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment. Do you understand the extent of your actions? The tormentor can become the tormented. The giver of gifts can become the receiver. I only got 6 months. I'm lucky. This reality isn't real. It's only a reflection of you.
We'll be back after these messages.
Mom, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened to you. I can't do this anymore. Do you know how many times I hid under my bed listening to Dad hurting you? Falling asleep under the bed to the sound of you crying? I hate you for not taking me away from here years ago. I'm running away with my boyfriend and I won't be coming back. I'd be streets than I am here, and that's no way for me to live. I'm old enough now to understand that none of this is normal. Maybe we'll see each other again someday, but I never want to see him again. Get help, Mom. I do love you. Love always, Maggie.
June 6, 1996. Gary's gone totally insane. Since Michael. And he terrifies me. He terrifies Maggie too. I should have left with Maggie years ago. But I love him. And I can't just leave him like this. Maggie ran away. And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. And I don't know where she is. But now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I wish my Gary would come home. Instead, I'm stuck here with that drunk monster. We were all so happy. How did we get here? It's been 10 years now. And I'm so numb I can barely get out of bed. And I'm trying my hardest to stop taking the pills, but it's all I have now. And I wish I could change things. For Maggie's sake. Maybe she's better off without us.
Some believe this is their life flashing before their eyes. Every action you take will bring you closer to your judgment.
Gary's gone totally insane. Maggie ran away. And she hates me for not standing up to him. She's right. Now I'm all alone. And I wish my little girl would come home. I love him. And I can't just leave him like this.
I can't just leave him like this. This reality isn't real.
Has begun over the crash site, but no.
And he looks just like you. All you do is drink.
You finally arrived. I overestimated your comprehension skills. No matter, you'll finally get it. If you take your place, someone will be with you and we can begin. Thank you.